Jim Harbaugh to the Chicago Bears as their possible next head coach. Is it likely? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL, and here to talk about the latest Bears rumor in regards to Michigan Wolverines head coach Jim Harbaugh. So I'm going to get into the rumor in just a second here. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, welcome, guys. Make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, here we go. We've got another rumor in the Bears coaching search universe. Okay, and it's funny that we've got these rumors all popping up when Matt Nagy is still employed, but we all know that's only for a very, very short time. At the end of the season, he will be given the boot. And so we will need a new coach, all right? It is inevitable. So the latest rumor is Jim Harbaugh, coach of the Michigan Wolverines, being the next head coach of the Chicago Bears. All right, that's the latest rumor. Where is this coming from? Really, it's speculation coming from Twitter. I've seen a couple other media outlets. So why am I talking about it, right? If Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport or some of these big NFL reporters that are trustworthy, if they're not, talking about it, or if a significant reporter with legitimate sources isn't talking about it, why am I bringing it up? Well, the reason is because when these rumors do pop up and they tend to really, really get heated up, a lot of you guys reach out to me, ask questions on what I think about it. And instead of having to reply to everybody, which again, I love when you guys interact with me, I would rather just make a video and give my full answer to everybody that way. So that's the reason why I'm addressing this. Okay, so first and foremost, Jim Harbaugh got Michigan to the furthest they've ever gotten under his tenure in 7 years at Michigan, right? They lost in the Orange Bowl, but Jim Harbaugh finally looked like he was able to get Michigan to the level that was once supposed to be the case when he got there, right? They had a lot of struggles early on, and now finally it looked like the team was maturing and Jim Harbaugh getting better and better, and now Michigan gets this far. So a lot of people are wondering, okay, looks like you've taken Michigan pretty far, even though they haven't won a national championship with him. Is the next step going back to the NFL? Have you done everything you can at Michigan? Obviously, probably not, since you haven't won a title, but that's the speculation, that's the rumor. And there are a bunch of head coaching vacancies, mind you, not just the Bears. You've got the Jaguars with Urban Meyer being let go. You've got the Raiders, who've got an interim head coach after John Gruden was let go. You've got the Bears, and then potentially more head coaching vacancies could open up. And Jim Harbaugh being linked to the Bears, mainly because, again, he played here, right? He played for the Bears way, way back in the day. And it's sort of like a homecoming, if you will, if Jim Harbaugh were to come back to Chicago. Now, I said the same thing about Sean Payton, him being from here. And again, does it matter? Not really. Does it help? Sure. It doesn't hurt, is what I would like to say. Could this actually happen? Likely not. Okay? More than likely not. And here's why. Okay, Jim Harbaugh's under contract with Michigan until 2025. So contractually speaking, he's still supposed to be the Michigan football coach until 2025. Number two, Jim Harbaugh coming back to the NFL, I think would be a big surprise to me, because again, in college, Jim Harbaugh, even though he hasn't had a ton of success with Michigan, is still the face of Michigan, right? Like, Jim Harbaugh is that program, and that's what you get in college. College is all about the coaches, Nick Saban, Jim Harbaugh. The NFL is about the players. So there's certain things that coaches like about college where they get to be in control. I'm guessing Jim Harbaugh doesn't like that, again, or else he wouldn't have gone back. So to me, I have a hard time believing Jim Harbaugh is going to leave the NFL. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I can see him going to the other jobs, but no way he's going to take the Bears job. No, that's not it. If he leaves if he leaves college for the NFL, that would surprise me, because of the money, the contract, the power, the fame, everything that he gets in college football. You don't get that in the NFL. So, like, that's the thing. But again, there's always the appeal of, maybe I've done everything I could. I had a lot of success in the NFL with the 49ers. And if you remember, Jim Harbaugh obviously got the 49ers to a Super Bowl, lost to his brother, John. I think it was against the Ravens. And so he's had a lot of success, right? He's had a lot of success. And so that could potentially be the case. But let's flip the subject here and ask, do we really want Jim Harbaugh as head coach? I like Jim Harbaugh. I think he's a player's coach. But to me, again, I'm reluctant to hire guys right out of college. Again, even though he's been in the NFL before, Urban Meyer just left a bad taste in my mouth, obviously, with what happened with his tenure. And I'm more inclined to hire a guy that's been in the NFL more recently. Mainly because to succeed in the NFL as a head coach, again, there's always exceptions, but I believe you need somebody who is within the game, whether that's a current assistant, whether that's another head coach. That you need somebody that's 100% focused on the game. And that could even be a guy like a Doug Peterson, who we haven't talked about, who's been away for a year. But that doesn't mean you take another head coaching job in college, right? The focus, completely different college versus NFL. I need a guy who is 100% dedicated to the NFL, that is, keeping up with the trends and everything where the game's going. Jim Harbaugh is going to have a learning curve here when he comes in. It's not going to be immediate. And maybe that's not bad because we're going to go through a rebuild. But to me, I'd rather have a guy that's in the NFL right now as an assistant or another head coach. That's just my preference. Again, I don't hate Jim Harbaugh. I think he's a solid coach. He had a lot of success, obviously, with the 49ers. But to me, my preference is just to go elsewhere. Ultimately, I don't believe this happens. Again, contractually, he's still with Michigan until 2025. It would take him a lot to leave college football. And then for me, the preference is just to get a guy in the NFL right now and not money in college. So that's where I'm at, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Do you want Jim Harbaugh as the next head coach of the Chicago Bears? Let's hear it. As always, thanks for watching.